4:30 on a Monday afternoon. It's time for a drink already. Believe me, I'm not lost for words. But I'm not going to lose my head. Cheers. Oh. I need that. Pardon me. It's a good start, isn't it? Well, here we go, back again with another video. And by now you know what it's all about. Yes, you know what it's all about. Just finished work, been for my usual bit of exercise. Phone's been going mental. I've read the statement from the club. And every Tom, Dick and Harry's probably already had it out there on social media, so I'm not going to bore you with that spiel that the club comes out with time and time again. Just the usual bollocks. But if you want to see it, it's on the official website. So Mr. Michael Beale is the new head coach at Sunderland. No surprise whatsoever. Speakman's, I would say, last choice in my personal opinion. I've heard numerous different stories of different people being interviewed since December the 4th when Tony Mowbray lost his job. And let's remember, Alex Neil walked because he didn't have a say, allegedly, in recruitment and this, that and the other. Tony Mowbray came in as a stopgap, and he was happy to do that, to come in, to get the morale going, to get behind the youngsters, to help the youngsters grow and prosper into good individual footballers, to knit the team together. A good head figure, a well-known man, done really well over the years, respected coach. And to be fair, I've been told, and this is from my source today. Now you can take this with a pinch of salt. You can take it, with a bit of garlic bread and some pasta, whatever you want to do with it. I might have mine with me flipping stir fry tonight. But he said, allegedly, nobody, the head coaches don't have a say on the team. Who picks the team? Who has the final say? Is Speakman and Dodds. They picked the team together. They had the final say. Tony Mowbray came in, got the job, and he's probably okay with that. But he may have had some say. I don't know, but it got to him eventually because he knew the squad isn't strong enough for that next step. The ambition of Tony Mowbray, the next step. And, again, allegedly they had this little meeting where Tony laid his cards on the table. His interviews were heading that way in the first place. And Speakman, because he likes a yes man, got rid of Tony Mowbray. And we were kind of thinking, we weren't quite sure. We weren't quite sure whether or not, Mowbray was picking the team, making the decisions. And that's why it was falling away at the wall. He wasn't getting the best out of Pritchard. Didn't play Pritchard, best out of the strikers. And we were kind of thinking, well, we get somebody better in. I feel absolutely fucking deflated. We've interviewed numerous people. I've had all these people out there. You've had your Sable, you've had your Will Still, you've had your Hellbergs, and amongst others. And this seems to be a last straw, a last resort. I don't think any decent head coach out there, any decent manager with any ambition out there will go anywhere near this club with the way it's run at the moment. Now, look at it is what it is. My source come out and said, now I said before, you can take it with a pinch of salt if you want. He either knows somebody really close to the club, he has an insider at the club, or he works at the club, because 9 times out of 10, I'd even say 19 times out of 20, he is spot on with what he says. And he says Speakman and Dodds pick the team. Beale is come in as a figurehead, someone to do the interviews, someone people can talk to, somebody who can come in and and try and get morale with the youngsters, try and somebody to sort of be on the touchline, somebody to to try and sort of grow these youngsters and get the best out of the young players, but he won't have much of a say in who starts on the 11 or start on the field on match day. Again, do you believe that or not? It's up to you. Speakman likes a yes man. He's got a yes man, and Mr. Michael Beale is that yes man. Is his name Michael Beale? Ian Beale. Michael Beale is the yes man. He is. He's come in to do a job. Now, let's just like... Look, we did say that, or the club came out and said they want to go to the next level, the next step, the next process up the ladder, which would have been, you know, from last season to this, from the playoffs up to the next level. Now, we may still get there. We may still get there. You know, I'm going to really have my say after the transfer window, because I think that's where the proof is. The proof's in the pudding. Now, they did say that they would invest money in this club. So they will invest money in the club, any money that they gained from transfers. So Ross Stewart was sold for 10 million. Let's see if we reinvest that 10 million into more players, into players to increase and strengthen this squad. That 10 million there is to strengthen the squad. It needs strengthening right now. We're the only team without a striker. Sorry, we're the only team without a striker who can score a goal. The only team that's got a good enough striker to start in the first 11 who can put the ball in the back of the net. So that's where we lack in a striker. Simple as. We need that sorting out. Now, whether Michael Beale, sorry, I do apologise, Michael, whether Michael Beale can come in and let's face it, let's have a talk about Michael Beale first, okay? End of the day, he's come in, and I know every single Sunderland fan wants the team to win, so we'll all be behind Michael Beale, full stop. He's got my support. I may not like what we've done today. I may not like the situation at the club at this moment in time with what's happening. But come Saturday, every single Sunderland fan will be behind that team, and obviously the new head coach will be behind them, and Dodds, and well done Dodds and getting assistant head coach. Now we know who will pull the strings in this side, right? Okay, I know, end of the day, Bar should be coming nowhere near the team for starters. But yeah, all Sunderland fans will be behind. We'll be behind Michael Dodds and Michael Dodds and Michael Beale. It's the two Michaels. Are they taking the mickey? Anyway, oh, fucking hell. It is. This is a shandy, by the way. It is an underwhelming. But yeah, so Michael Beale has his badges, coaches. He's been, coaching. I think it's Chelsea. I think it was at Villa. He's got the Rangers and QPR up the Rangers. So he's done his little duties. He's been around and he's pretty good. He's probably the same as Dodds and Beale are probably the same. The coaches, the coaches are not managers. They're not head coaches who can take control of the situation and pick the team and sort out the tactics and the formations. I think they'll work together. But the final say for me will go for Dodds and Speakman. Now, he's a yes man. He's coming as a yes man. He isn't the fucking first choice. Simple as. He's not. He's the cheapest option out there. Let's make no bones about it, right? Let's make no bones about it. He is the cheapest option out there. Simple as. No pissing about. They've looked at all the options. You're gonna have to buy other head coaches from other clubs. That'll cost money. Michael Beale is the cheapest option. Simple as. Now, people from Rangers have said that, his tactics are shit, this, that and the other, and doesn't use wingers and all that. But he'll have to, because he won't be picking the team. He won't have the majority of say. He'll have his say, but the final decision will come down to Dodds and Speakman. They'll say, use the wingers. So he's going to have to adjust his style to Sunderland. Now, I may be completely wrong. He may have the option to pick the team. I don't know. Like I said before, I only get told by certain sources what happens, and certain sources I have do seem to come up with the goods every time. And this certain source is adamant that Speakman and Dodds picks the team, and Tony Mowbray didn't have much of a choice if they wanted something done. That's the reason why Mowbray gone. And we have for me, it's a backward step. But I don't really know much about Michael Beale, so End of the day, it's not somebody that I was excited about coming in. But I hope he proves us wrong. I hope he proves the majority of Sunderland fans wrong. The majority of Sunderland fans are out there are just shaking their head thinking, what is going on? We've got to make that next step. Again, I say, the proof is in the pudding. If we go out and get smashed against Coventry on Saturday, have a bad Christmas, and the Mags trounce us in the derby, there will be absolutely fucking hell on. I tell you what it is now. The owners won't have seen anything. They won't. Simple as. Because the fans won't stand for that. Never mind Michael Beale, like I said, he is just somebody that they're pulling the strings with. The people in charge is KLD, KLD, the likes of Speakman, and then you got Dodds under that. So, we've got to make this work. I want this club to succeed. I want to believe in what KLD and Beale, KLD and Speakman are doing. But at this moment in time, I'm finding it really difficult. We have got not one striker, recognised striker. We've only got one experienced player in this squad. We need to go out there, get a striker that's ready. If the recruitment team believe that these strikers we have at the club are ready, like Rushin and the likes of Miende, they've got to start playing them. They've got to start changing the system to suit a striker. The likes of Roberts, who is absolutely ball greedy, needs to start feeding these strikers, if they ever get a game, opportunities. Yeah, I've diversed a bit, Michael Beale, welcome to Sunderland. Welcome to Sunderland. I wish you all the best, I really do. You're the puppet, you're not the puppet master. And, Michael Beale will get the chop. He will get the blame if it all goes tits up. He'll be on the touchline. The fans will go mental if it all goes wrong, next few weeks and against Newcastle. But at the same time, flip the coin up. It lands on heads and he comes in and we go and beat Coventry on Saturday and we play fantastic football on Saturday and Miende or Rushin gets a start and they score a goal on Saturday. The heads will be up, the fans will be behind them, and he'll be marching on to the next game. And if somehow we can magically, I know it's magically, beat Newcastle, which is going to be a massive if, they went and beat Fulham at the weekend. We got beat at Bristol City. It is really, really, let's face it, we don't have much of a chance, to be fair. But if he can do something in that game and pull out of the hat a magic rabbit and get the points, get the fucking next draw against whoever it's going to be, and we beat Newcastle, then he will become the fans' favourite overnight. A lot of fans are fickle, including myself. I'll have my opinion and I might not like something, but I'm here for someone to prove me wrong. Right? Somebody out there can prove me wrong. I'll have my opinion. I don't like what's happened so far. I'm not happy with Michael Beale coming in. I'm not happy with this Speakman and situation, wanting to play bar all the time, and I'm not happy with all this. I want to be in the Premier League as soon as possible. It may not be right thing, a lot of fans don't, but I do. Personally, I want to be in that Premier League as soon as possible. If it means going in the Premier League, getting that money, getting relegated, getting the parachute payments, then going back up again stronger. If that's the case, because we seem to have no money to spend, KLD has no money to spend, doesn't really want to invest much money into the club. Not the money that we, obviously, it was fans. We want to see quality players coming. We want to see experienced players coming. We want to see players coming in that's really going to get us going and in the Premier League. And really, not just in the Premier League, and not just go for the, teetering on the bottom 3, bottom 4, bottom 5. We want to get there in mid-table straight away, don't we? That's what we want as fans. We do. We're passionate, we're loyal, we love our club. Every single Sunderland fan loves the club. And every single Sunderland fan, like I said before, on Saturday comes out, Michael Beale will get the Sunderland... Not so much Michael Beale, but the players, the fans will be behind the players. If the players react and play well to Michael Beale and Michael Dodds, then they will also get the fans sort of the thumbs up. Some fans are just not happy, full stop. And I've got a fan on now, Stephen Hensel, top friend of mine, passionate as, he's a passionate fan. He's been a Sunderland fan all of his life. He loves them through and through. His opinion on Cale Dean's Speakman, I get it. I really do. And I'm starting to think that way myself now. I really am, Stephen. And I appreciate the videos you send us and everything. And I would love somebody else to come into this club and buy this club who loves Sunderland, who wants to do the best. I'm not quite sure the intentions of the owners. I'm not quite sure the intentions. What does Sartori do for a start? What does he even do? What's he even doing at this club? Why doesn't, in KLD, like Stephen's going to say in a minute, I kind of see what he's coming from. So there we go. I'm not happy. No, I'm not happy, but it's not the end of the world. we knew. We should know by now. We should know by now. We're not going to get a good head name. The days of likes of Sam Allardyce and likes of Roy Keane, even for such, are not going to happen again under this model, as they say, this model. Now, if this model fails this season, we will lose. There's no ifs and buts about it, right? It's a fact. We're going to lose some players in the summer transfer window. I'm telling you now, some of these players will not want to stay around into the season. The likes of Jack Clark will probably go. Then you've got the likes of Ballard, who is absolutely awesome. Ballard is one of the best players of the season. Absolutely amazing. It's going to be so hard and so difficult to see this lad leave Sunderland in the summer if we don't get promoted, because he is going to be wanted by so many Premier clubs. And we should never let these players go for peanuts. Even Job, Dan Neil, they're going to be wanted. There we go. I told you I wasn't lost for words. I'm at my worst when I hear something and I make a video straight away and I get rid of my high horse. I've had time to think about this. I'm deflated. I'm a bit dejected. I'm disappointed from the weekend still. But funny's a funny old game, isn't it? Funny. Football's a funny old game. We go and beat Coventry the weekend, and our heads will lift up. We'll feel a bit positive, and we'll enjoy the week. It's all about the 3 points, about winning, about the performance as well. We'll all give Michael Ian Beale the chance. I'm joking aside. We'll all give Michael Beale a chance. We've got no choice, have we? We got no choice, have we? Really, we suffer as Sunderland fans. We're watching the good of those Geordies, up the road, with the fucking billions of pounds playing in the Champions League. Well, we're in the Champions League. And we're sitting here. We have improved. Under KLD, we have improved from League One to the Championship into the playoffs. And we take them with the playoffs this season. Now, like I said before, we have to go up in the if we don't spend any money in the January transfer window, then I know they're full of shit. Simple as. If we spend fuck all in that transfer window, in the January window, and we just bring bits of fucking pieces of shite in, I know we're full of shit. We've got 10 million off Ross Stewart. That has to be spent. Get rid of Dak. Get rid of him. And get rid of Bar. You've played him enough now. You can sell him to some club in France. Get the money you paid for him, or a little bit of a profit, and invest it in somebody else. There we go. I've waffled on enough now. I don't even know if it made any sense. I'm like I said before, I'm just disheartened. Right, there we go. Thank you for watching the video. Please take care. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up and all that malarkey. On a side note, to do with the ticket office malarkey stuff, I know there's been lots of problems today with these tickets and everything, but that's just the shambles outside of the stadium itself. There's shambles everywhere at this moment in time, away from the football. The football was the only shining light we had. Let's hope it brightly shines at the weekend. Right, we'll see you later. Oh, I'm going to finish this off now. Bye.
Hi, Terry. The announcement has finally been made. The Titanic has finally sunk. Beale's not my choice. I'm not going to get behind him. I'm not going to get behind the club anymore. You know what I mean? I'm never going to support, never not support Sunderland, because I support them, like, you know what I mean? And every time they play, I'll cheer them on to win. But it's the final straw on the camel's back for me. Like, just no ambition. Fucking gone round Marks and Spencer's and you end up shopping at fucking Aldi's. That's what they've done. Simple as. You know what I mean? Absolutely a dire appointment. It's a Speakman yes man. So basically, Beale's going to say everything what Speakman wants to do. Beale's just there to be his puppet. And Speakman's going to be there with his strings, controlling everything of our football club. Southerner running in our football club. Absolutely disgrace. And I'll stand by it, Terry. I said it years ago that I can't stand KLD and Speakman, and I got slaughtered off your YouTube channel, people being fucking rude and all that, being big keyboard warriors. And I stand by it now. KLD, what's he done in life? He's done nothing. He's absolutely done nothing. He's never worked a day in his life, and he's running our football club, and he's running it shit off the pitch. Is absolutely diabolical how they treat the fans. 6,000 mags coming. It's going to be chaos. There's going to be trouble. I'm not going to go because I'm not taking my daughter, because one, I won't be able to control my emotions, so I'm staying away from it. But I'm not getting behind it, and I won't cheer his name once. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion. People can have their own opinions, but nah, I'm done now. I'm done until next year. See what happens next year. See you after, Terry. Take care.
Thank you, Steve, very much. So, the whole top and bottom of it, Michael Beale's come in to develop the young players at the club. That's it. To develop the young players at the club. Now, the question I ask you, who was better? Tony Mowbray, Michael Beale? The proof is in the pudding. We'll see long term. I thought Tony was doing a good job in developing the players. He's been sacked because he wanted more experience, allegedly more experience, and, you know, probably more quality players at the club to take this club higher. The hierarchy don't. What they think, they believe in their process, in what they're doing, and the players that are at the club now are good enough, just need developing more, and they believe Michael Beale can develop the players a lot better than Tony Mowbray did. I just seen Keith Downey outside the stadium light. He can fuck off as well. Right, there you go. Enjoy the video. Yes or no? Not my choice. I'll support him because he's in charge of the club I love. But it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't last quite a long time. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. I'm off now to have me stir fry. Thank you.